Most people overpay for products like this. Here's why this one is different. If you're serious about playing piano but don't want to break the bank on a full rig, this Kawai MP11SE Essentials Bundle gives you everything you need without the fluff. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've played everything from budget keyboards to high-end digital pianos, and the Kawai MP11SE sits in that sweet spot where the feel and sound justify the price. The key action is what really stands out. Those wooden keys give you that authentic grand piano response you just don't get with plastic or hybrid designs. Whether you're practicing classical pieces or laying down chords for a song, the weight and texture make a noticeable difference in your playing. It's not just about hitting the right notes, it's about how it feels when you do. The bundle includes the Framework's standard keyboard bench and deluxe X-style stand, which might seem basic, but they're actually well-built and stable. I've used cheaper stands that wobble or collapse under pressure, and it's frustrating. This setup stays solid even when you're playing with dynamics or using the sustain pedal aggressively. The bench is surprisingly comfortable for long sessions, which is something I didn't expect from a budget-friendly option. If you're setting up a home studio or just need a reliable practice space, these extras save you the hassle of piecing everything together yourself. Another thing I love is the connectivity. The MP11SE has USB, MIDI, and even Bluetooth, so you can easily integrate it with your DAW or use it as a controller for virtual instruments. I've used it with Ableton and Logic, and the latency is minimal, no frustrating delays when recording. That's a big deal if you're producing music or layering sounds. Plus, the built-in sounds are solid for a stage piano. The grand piano tones are rich and dynamic, and the electric pianos and organs have that vintage warmth you'd expect from a pro instrument. I also appreciate the build quality. The MP11SE feels like a piece of professional gear, not a toy. The knobs and buttons are responsive, and the overall construction is sturdy enough to handle gigs or frequent moves. The wooden keys are a standout feature here. They mimic the touch of an acoustic piano far better than most digital alternatives. If you've ever played on a cheap keyboard and felt like you were fighting the keys, this is the opposite experience. It responds to your touch, so you can play expressively without resistance. Now, it's not perfect. The included stand, while stable, isn't the most compact or lightweight option out there. If you're tight on space or need to move your setup often, you might want to upgrade to something more portable. Also, the bundled bench is decent, but if you're used to a higher-end seating option, you might find it a bit basic. But honestly, for the price, these are minor trade-offs. The MP11SE itself is the star here, and the extras are just icing on the cake. If you're on the fence, I'd say this bundle is a smart choice. You're getting a high-quality stage piano with the essentials included, which saves you time and money. The sound, the feel, and connectivity make it versatile for practice, performance, and production. The only real downside is the stand and bench aren't premium, but they do the job. So if you're ready to step up your playing without overspending, check out the Kawai MP11SE Essentials Bundle. The link is below. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Kawai MP11SE 88-key Professional Stage Piano Essentials Bundle sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like 88-key Stage Piano/Master Controller with grand feel wooden key and Framework's standard keyboard bench actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Kawai MP11SE 88-key Professional Stage Piano Essentials Bundle usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.